Mark Burdick with West Shamokin Wolves head coach Anthony Rocco on Heritage Conference Media Day at First Commonwealth Bank Field in Homer City, where the Heritage Conference Championship game is always staged during the month of May. And, Coach, you and 11 others would like to get here for the championship day, right?
You got it. Yep, absolutely. That's the plan.
You're in your third year as the head coach of the Wolves. Last year, winning record 13-8, but you lost, some key senior members of the team. I think 5 or so have graduated. So talk about how you're going to replace those guys and keep the tradition alive at West Shamokin.
It's really not about replacing those guys. I think it's more about replacing the culture. I mean, we lost some really tough kids. The baseball talent's always going to be there, in my opinion, in the Rural Valley area. But it's really replacing that culture that those guys built over the 2 years when we started this ordeal, is that toughness, defense first, team first mentality. So rolling these new guys and these young guys into that culture that we're trying to build is the most important thing.
I know in talking to you off mic, only 12 on your roster. Is that something that's disappointing to you?
Yeah, I mean, last year was one of the most successful seasons in West Shamokin history, and won a playoff game at home there. Had 2 tough, disappointing losses to end of the year last year, where we should have been here playing for the Heritage Conference Championship, and thinking it might grow some new players at the score, get some guys to come back out, and it just didn't happen. So, but we got the right 12, I think. These kids are practicing hard. We've been at it pretty hard already this spring, and we're excited.
Let's drop some names. Let's start on the mound. I always say that's the most important position on the field. Who are you going to be counting on getting you some innings?
Right, so Luke McCullough's here with us today, and he started as a freshman with us on the mound, and he did a great job last year, was all Gazette, I believe, and he's done a fantastic job for us on the bump, and we look for him as a junior this year to continue that. J.J. Cessna came back as a freshman. Last year he pitched some innings for us, some big innings as well too. He'll come back and throw. Senior Benny McConnell will be back. Didn't have a huge pitching role the last couple years, but when we needed him, I can remember a couple games where he jumped on the mound with not a ton of experience and really gave us some good innings. So it'll be by committee, but we've got 3 to 4 guys that we really believe that can throw the ball across the plate and create some good opportunities for us.
Of course, at all levels of baseball, the pitch count rule has changed a lot of things. I think the PIAA level regular season is at 100 in a game, although early in the season that's tough to get to anyway because you're not outside a lot. But how challenging does that make it for you as a head coach to navigate the pitch count rule, and particularly when sometimes games stack up, you have 2, 3, 4 games in a week depending on the weather?
Yeah, so that's kind of what we ran into last year, with stacking games late in the season, and just running kind of out of arms in those last couple of games where we lost those ones late and just missed the Heritage Conference Championship by a game. But we're very fortunate with our fields at West Shamokin. We've got turf, and we've got kids that are interested in doing stuff. We've been outside for the last 2 to 3 weeks already, playing scripted scrimmages, have guys throwing live already. I like to build guys up, so I think we're around a 30-40 pitch mark right now. We threw live yesterday in a scripted game, and if the rain quits today, we'll be at it again. So just trying to build guys' arms up instead of going straight to that 100 mark. Obviously, I'm not sure if we even had a guy over the last 2 seasons touch that 100 mark. I'm a big believer in arm care and keeping guys healthy and the long haul of the season, so that's the plan.
Talked a little bit of pitching and defense. What about on the offensive side? What do you envision from your lineup?
Getting on base. That's the only thing we preach. We don't care about stats. The only team award we give is hit by pitches. So last year our senior Gunnar Shoup set a record for us. He got hit by, I think, 13 or 14 pitches over the course of a season and set a school record. And that's it. We get on base. We steal a ton of bags. The goal is 100 bases a season. Last year we were just short. We were just over, I think, 90 bases in the season. So we get on base, we steal a bunch, and that's it.
We started this interview talking about the Heritage Conference and the championship here at First Commonwealth Bank Field. Boy, there's a lot of good teams every year in the Heritage Conference, isn't there? The competition's pretty stiff.
Yeah, it continues to grow, it seems. I mean, I wasn't in the Heritage myself whenever I got to play at West Shamokin, but just being a part of it, it seems like the Heritage Conference just continues to grow and grow, and they keep adding these new teams. And they had these new teams last year. Conemaugh Township rolls a 90-mile-an-hour arm out against us at home, and when we're in a playoff picture, it's like, where are these guys coming from? So, but no, it's good baseball from top to bottom. There's no days off in this, especially in the baseball side of things. So,
expectations remain the same.
Yeah, get on base. That's it. We game by game get on base. Keep passing the bat to the next guy, and high expectations in the classroom and on the field is really where we stand.
All right, Anthony, good talking to you. We wish you the best of luck, and if you see Tony Bernardi, tell him we all said hello.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. Talking some West Shamokin baseball with third-year manager Anthony Rocco of the Wolves. From Heritage Conference Media Day for Renda Digital TV, I'm Mark Burdig reporting.